one and all present here. I am Ms. Kavitra from first period, Department of Mathematics. Now we are going to see about good habits. Let me start a session with a quote. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. By Aristotle. What are habits? Can anyone say? What are all the habits do you have?
Sleeping, eating, saying, reading books.
Okay, good. According to my view, habits are behaviors or actions that you perform regularly. Habits are behaviors or actions that you perform regularly. Some might be habits you do at work, such as leadership behaviors. Others might be actions you do in the morning while getting ready for the day. These kinds of rituals happen automatically. We do them intensively, almost without thinking. Although we do them with subconsciously, we do have control over your habits. Habits don't simply appear. They are learned behaviors that work almost like a reflexive over time. These repetitive actions are triggered by a certain context or automatic through time pattern. There are two types of habits: good habits, bad habits. Good habits. A person with good habits will only succeed in life. A person with bad habits will never succeed in life. For example, eating a healthy foods is good habit. Eating a junk food and unhealthy foods are a bad habit. Next, good habits. It's important to focus your attention on building good habits. In our college, when the teachers are classing, we have to wish. It is a good habit and it is a discipline. Good habits help spur your mental well-being. Whenever you are getting free, you have to meditate, you have to do yoga and exercise. This helps your physical and mental health. Developing good habits can create meaningful and positive change in your life. Good habits can be practiced at any age. Thank you for this opportunity. Next, let me hand over this to Sujitra.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. First of all, thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to present PPT regarding good habits. My friend Kavitra said what is habit and what is good habit. Now I am going to present about what is habit loop. Okay, first what is the way loop? Repetition. Very good, super. It is a repetition. Repetition of action or behavior regularly is known as loop. See, for example, after you wake up, first you set your bed. Then you brush your teeth. Then you have your breakfast. Then you go for bath. Then you get ready for college. Then you come to college. Isn't it? Yes. You was doing this regularly. Then it become a habit. In the initial stage, when you start practicing these actions, your parents just force you to do this. Isn't it? After that, when you start practicing regularly, it become your habit. So when you practicing something regularly, it become a habit. That habit will follow regularly means it's known as habit loop. Okay? To follow a habit, both our body and mind need to cooperate with us. So for that, to build a habit or to change a habit, we need a psychological support. For that, we have 4 stages are there. First one is cue, second one is craving, third one is response, fourth one is reward. Without these 4 stages, we not even build a habit. Moreover, we cannot change our habits too. The first one is cue. The cue or what triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. It is a bit of information that predicts a reward. Cue is the first step of building a habit. Without cue, you cannot build anything. It is most important step in this. Only by a cue we can reward. So Q is very important. For example, if you if my mind trigger me to drink a coffee, then one day I just prepare a coffee and I just have it, isn't it? So in first one, my mind need to trigger me to drink a coffee. So Q is simply triggering of our mind. And second one is craving. We all come with some desire here, isn't it? Yes, my desire is to become a teacher. So the desire is also known as craving. You may come up with this word. What is the food craving? Anybody? I have an intention, I have a desire to have that food. It's known as craving food. So not only for food we have a craving, even for building a habit, we need to have that craving. For example, my mind already triggered me to drink a coffee. After that, I need to prepare the coffee, right? For that, I am getting into a kitchen. It's known as craving. It is simply motivation or desire to do something or to have something. It's known as craving. For example, my motivation, what is the need of brushing? Greenery. To feel myself fresh and to feel myself pleasant, I just brushing my teeth. I have some desire in brushing my teeth, right? Same, if I need to be entertained, I just switch on the TV. So every action have a desire. Okay. The third one is response. What is meant by response? If I call somebody, what you do? Response. You just respond to me by turning or talking something, right? Same, not only in this way, even for building a habit, we need a response. The reaction, what you give for cue and craving is known as response. I already said that my mind triggered me to drink a coffee. I am getting into the kitchen to prepare a coffee. The preparation process, right? I just taking some coffee seeds and I just prepare the coffee, no? That process is known as response. Okay? The last stage is reward. The response delivers a reward. Reward are the end goal of every habit, which means it is the last step. For this step, we have come across many stages and many obstacles. Right? What is the need of building new habits? We have something, right? I said before, brushing. What is the need of brushing our teeth? To become healthy, right? Same, every habit have a own reward. First of all, we need to know our reward. Then only we need to start building a habit. I already said that my mind already triggered me to drink a coffee. Then I get into the kitchen, that is known as craving. Then I just prepare a coffee. It is known as response. At last, I have a cup of coffee. Right? That coffee is known as the reward for my actions. Okay, clear? There are four main psychological stages to follow habit. What are they? First one is cue. Second one is craving. Third one is fourth one is reward. Very good. See here, I come with a story for this. There are two friends. One is an advertiser. One is a businessman. He is one of the famous advertisers during that period. Her friend come with a business idea. He asked his friend to advertise his brand. He come with you all know about Pepsi toothpaste. The friend businessman come with the Pepsi brand idea. He asked his friend to advertise that brand. But his friend was not ready to do that because during that time there is no use of toothpaste nothing. So his friend fear about that because if I advertise something wrong, what will be the result? His whole life will be spoiled. So he fear about that. But his friend forced him to do that. After that advertiser get an idea, if I create an interest to the people, it may be success. How I can create an interest? I need to say something that the people need to believe that. For that he says that if your mind need to be pleasant, you need to use Pepsi toothpaste. So the people start believing that. If my smile need to be pleasant, then I need to use Pepsodent toothpaste. So the people start buying Pepsodent toothpaste, then the Pepsodent brand start growing. Even now, Pepsodent is one of the most famous toothpaste brand, isn't it? So, if you need to build a habit, first of all, you need to know what is the reward. If you know about the reward, you automatically get an interest to do that. After that, we have a cue, craving, response. At last, we get an reward. Hope you understand these 4 stages. Thank you for your patience in listening. I just hand over the session to Vijesh.
A very good afternoon to all honored gathered here. I am Vijayashree from first year, Department of English. First of all, I thank everyone to presenting a PPT regarding good habit. Now, Sujitra told about what is craving, mind and having to. Now, I am going to speak about what are the golden rules that you can change your habits. How can we change habits? There are 3 important rules to change your habits, which means cue, rotate and reward. What is meant by cue? Sujitra already told you. What is meant by cue? Trigger, which means, for example, we have a thought for going to gym, which means we have a thought for going to gym. It's called cue, and we regularly practice and work out in the gym, which means it's called routine. At last, we get a good physical condition of our body. It is in a good reward, no? Yes. Next, almost any behavior can be transformed if the cue and reward stays same. You cannot extinguish a bad habit, you can only change it. What is meant by extinguish? Which means you put off. Next, if you want to change a habit, first you must identify the cue. Next, identify the reward you can crave for. And next, identify the routine you do to get the reward. For example, if one person want to quit smoking, how can he quit smoking? Just imagine yourself. How much money you can save while you are not smoking? There are 4 important rules to quit smoking, which means complication, which means you thinking about to quit your smoking, which means you not get ready to quit. It is the first one, which means complication. And second one is get ready to try, which means you are going to preparation. And third, action, which means you are practicing to quit smoking. At last, you can maintain yourself as a non-smoker. Is it a good reward? No? Yes. And next, do you think changing habits is easy? No. Exactly no. Which means habits are hard to break. Habits are not formed overnight, so they won't overnight. Either it takes time and patience for new behaviors to become routine. And I give another example, which means after wake up, I don't know whether we are washing our face or not, to get and start ready the day with mobile phone. Is it a good habit? No. So we must reduce the bad habit, which means we often regularly practice. Through practice, we can get a good reward. Hope you all understand what are the golden rules to change your habits. With this, I finish my term and hand over to Pragati to continue this section. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. I am C. Pragati from first year B.Ed English department. My friends have said about their point. Now I am going to ask a question regarding to good habit. First, how does doing this habit make me feel? What are the physical impacts of this habit? Is this habit negatively affecting my physical well-being? How does this habit affecting my mental well-being? Do I feel like I have control over my habit? Am I caught in a spiral doing something I don't want to do? Does the habit only feel good at the moment? What are the long-term consequences of the habit? Once you have realized your if I need sleep 8 hours, it given more energy to do the work. Avoid watching TV and cell phone. If you continuously use your mobile phone means it affect your eyes. Then productivity. Productivity, which means on focus on task on a time. Please must given priorities to your tasks. Whatever you want to do, you do your confidence. It comes under the productivity. Keep your workplace neat and clean. Next, happiness, which means among yourself given a positive peoples. If you speak within a positive way means the people can get more confident and people can get more confidence. Nature is associated with good health. So whenever we can get a time, we need to spend in nature. Next, at work. At work, we need to mingle with our colleagues. At the same time, make a good relationship to them. Avoid gossiping. Do you know meaning gossiping? Wasting time by speaking others. If you have any doubt means you can ask to your friends. They can explain there what is your doubt. All these habits what I listed, if you all follow it, you can be able to do that with your full involvement. Thank you for this giving me wonderful opportunity.